Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Brittany of Britsy Thrift. I'm a reseller on Poshmark as well as eBay, and we are here to check out what sold for me in the month of December. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with Poshmark and then we're going to do eBay last. So on December the 2nd, I sold this Polo Ralph Lauren size medium Polo Bear long sleeve hooded men's t-shirt. It was gray. Sold for $30 and I got a payout of $24. By the way, on average, I spend $5 on each item, sometimes $2, but for the most part, it's either $2 or $5. Possibly I will spend up, but usually it's in that range. So this is a polo bear. If you're not familiar, the polo bear is something that ups the value for Ralph Lauren things. If you find anything with like a little teddy bear on it, then usually people are willing to pay more for those items, and this is one of them. This wasn't even in the best condition. I don't know if it was a DIY where somebody tried to like put bleach spots on it to make it look distressed, or if it came that way or what. I mean, the graphic looked like it was in really good shape, so I'm not sure if somebody just did something or if it came that way. But anyway, $30 for a t-shirt is great. On the 4th, I sold this Claire Desjardins size small reversible bling full zip vest. It had like some faux rhinestones like on the zipper and along the pockets, I believe. And this sold for $50 and I got a payout of $40. I almost left this behind. I think I was just having a day where I was like not really finding anything. And this was the only thing that caught my eye because I really liked the colors and it was in such good condition. And I was like, okay, the comps look, decent, but I was like, do I really feel like going through the register for this one item? So I almost put it back, but I'm so glad that I did not because it got me $50 or 40. This is a sale that is one of those I'm just happy to move it sales. So this is a Derek Hart size extra large speckled gray Sherpa lined palm hoodie. This sold for $8 and I got a payout of $5.05. I probably paid 49 cents to probably up to $2 for it at Ross. I can't remember what January now because it's been so many years, but bless you. It finally moved, and I am so glad to see it go. I'm actually surprised because Derek Hart is pretty inexpensive. It's sold at Ross, and usually it doesn't cost that much. So this was one of those things that I picked up at the very beginning when I was just trying to find any kind of cheap inventory that I could. But it sold, so I mean that's cool. It's gone, but I don't think I'll be picking up any more Derek Hart. This is a new Attack Democracy size 8 brown mid-rise pant, sold for $48, and I got a payout of $38.40. So anytime I find new Attack Democracy, I pick it up. People say that you can sell it pretty well when it's pre-owned, but I don't think I have as much luck with the pre-owned ones as I do when I find them new at tags. So new at tags, I will definitely always pick up. Here is a new Tag Ann Taylor size small scoop back gray t-shirt. It sold for $12 and I got a payout of $9.05. I believe I picked this up out of the $2 bin, so not bad for bread and butter. This is another $2 bin pickup. It's a new Tag Willow, the label size medium ribbed sports bra, sold for $38 and I got a payout of $30.40. I think this is sold, well, I believe I saw this brand at Marshall's before, so that's why I recognized it when I saw it in the bin. I was like, okay, that looks like something good or something that I've seen before. So for $2, I just threw it in my bag and it paid off because $38 for a bra is great. Then we have a new Attack Torrid size 22R mom straight vintage button fly jean or pant. I think they were kind of like canvasy. They sold for $17 and I got a payout of $13.60. I have way more new Attack Torrid than I need in my closet, but it's just so tempting because I like to sell plus size. And I mean, they make cute styles, so I mean, I guess so long as I get profit for it, I'm fine with it. This is a new to me brand. This sold on the 7th. This is a new Tag Area Latner size medium green halter jumpsuit. And I believe it said that it was handmade in Texas or maybe just made in Texas. I'm not sure, but the comps look really good. I'd never heard of it before, but I just wanted to try it and it paid off. So it sold for $70 and I got a payout of $56. Here's a new Attack Baltic Born size large red velour velvet maxi dress. sold for $50 and I got a payout of $40. And I got a love note that said ship fast, such a pretty dress, and thank you so much. So thank you so much for your purchase. Here's a Ross sale that surprised me. Sometimes Ross sales really surprise me where I think like, oh, nobody's like looking for this, nobody's heard of this. But this was pretty good because again, I probably got it for like 49 cents to $2, you know, one January at the 49-cent sale at Ross. So this is a child's coat. It's called Street Rules and it was a size 10/12. It was the buffalo plaid red, just like a lined Sherpa hoodie. Sold for $22 and I got a payout of $17.60. So that was really good. Then we have this Masters Tech size 2XL quarter zip mini houndstooth pullover. So this is like a, what is that? I think it's got something to do with golf. And I think maybe it has something to do with Peter Millar. I'm not sure. I found this the same time that I found the 2XL Patagonia that sold for a pretty good amount on eBay as well. So I just wanted to try it. This sold for $159 and I got a payout of $127.20. Got a lot of attention and it didn't sit around like, you know, like, oh my God, I can't wait to get rid of this or anything. But I do think that there was some hesitation where people weren't sure if they wanted to buy it or not. But eventually it did sell. Didn't have to sit on it for too long. So I will remember that name, Masters. And especially if it's in like a larger size like this, 2XL, I'm definitely going to get it again. Here is an LL Bean size extra large men's regular, slightly fitted. It was this beautiful woody forest green T-snap. It looked like the Patagonia, you know, like chinchilla pullover fleeces. And I just really like the color. So it sold for $20 and I got a payout of $16. This was a really good sale. So this was a Nuitag Tibby extra large black. This was called the Skin Like Mercerized Vest Top. I can't see the whole title. But anyway, it sold for $225 and I got a payout of $180. And I'm kind of kicking myself because I picked this one up because it was Nuitags, but there were two other ones in like two different colors, but they were pre-owned. So I was like, well, let me just get the Nuitags one. And now I'm looking at it like, if this one sold for $225, I'm sure the other ones wouldn't have sold for $225. Mainly probably what moved this was the Nuitags, but still the other ones had to have been worth something. So I wish I had got the other two, but this was an amazing sale. Someone had donated all of their Tibby, so I got like a bunch of jeans and this vest, and I think I have a sweater as well that's distressed. So I'm just waiting for those to sell, but this one alone just blew my mind. On the 10th, I sold this Trip NYC size 3, so that's junior sizing, neon pink green leopard print skinny jean pant. Sold for $55 and I got a payout of $44. So Trip NYC does have a following. This was a surprise. So this is a Madewell size 28 10-inch high-rise skinny jean. Sold for $15 and I got a payout of $12. This was something that I think I've had for a while, and then I not long ago retook the photos, made them a little bit brighter, and then it moved on out. So that's what I want to see, is those older items moving on out. Lesson learned. I'm not going to pick them up again, but I would still at least like to make my money back on them that I paid initially. So I did that on this plus some. I still got profit, so that's good. Then I sold this mini Bowden size, it says 13 to 14 years, 100% lamb's wool, brown, pink. It still had like the button attached, so it was basically Nuitags. It was just a brown long sleeve, longer girl's sweater. Sold for $45 and I got a payout of $36. On the 12th, I sold this White House Black Market size 6 Harper Silver metallic boots, ankle boots. They sold for $25 and I got a payout of $20, and I get the feeling that maybe this person wore them for New Year's Eve because they just strike me as like a really like New Year's Eve type of thing. Here's a Nuitag Rick and Morty size large 36 to 38 jogger pant. Sold for $22 and I got a payout of $17.60, and I believe that this came out of the $2 bin. On the 13th, I sold this Title IX large wool blend long gray asymmetrical zip sweater. sold for $58, and I got a payout of $46.40. Then we have this new attack, Tommy Hilfiger size 6 boho paisley dress, sold for $19, and I got a payout of $15.20. So it's nice when Tommy Hilfiger is not something that I would, really keep an eye out for unless it's maybe like the 90s Y2K type of stuff. I'm still hoping that I find a pair of jeans with like the big Tommy flag on it or something on the back pocket. But other than that, I'm not really looking at Tommy Hilfiger, but I think I just kind of like this dress because it was new and it was tiered and it just looked like a really pretty summery dress. So it's nice when I can pick things up like that and I still sell it and still make a profit and it moves. It's not like, oh, you messed up big time. You should have never picked up Tommy Hilfiger. It's like it still moves, but you just have to be really picky about it. On the 14th, I sold this Riker anti-stress size 38, which is a US 7 brown loafer sneaker shoe. So their whole thing is like comfort. Sold for $35 and I got a payout of $28. Then I sold this Mammoth extra large men's Polartec Alpha Pertex something vest for $64 and I got a payout of $51.20. So Mammoth was the one that I used to always be on the lookout for. I know I see Marmot a lot more than Mammoth, but once upon a time I heard that Mammoth was more expensive than Marmot, and so maybe that's why I find Marmot more often than Mammoth. But even this Mammoth I had to kind of sit on for a little while, longer than what I expected. So, I mean, I recently passed on a Mammoth that I saw somewhere just because I knew that this one took a while. So I'm not sure. I mean, everything is basically just kind of like I have to feel it out. If I look at a piece and I really like the size, the condition, the style, I will pick it up. So I can't just across the board say, no, I'm not picking this up anymore. There's always exceptions, but for the most part, I think I would kind of chill on Mammoth. Then we have this new attack, Chico's size 3R, which is a US 16 So Slimming 360 something black pants, and it sold for $40 and I got a payout of $32. Then we have a new attack, C9 by Champion. So it's a C9 is a diffusion line of Champion, size 38D, black high support sports bra. Sold for $18 and I got a payout of $14.40. So another $2 bin pickup, which is great. If you get something for $2 and you can flip it for $18. Here's a Raleigh denim size 27 blue skinny jean. This was for women. I've only ever sold Raleigh denim in men's before, and usually it does pretty well. So the women's, even when I checked the comps, it looked like the comps were lower for the women's than the men's, which, I've seen that before in plenty of brands, but this one still sold for $32 and I got a payout of $25.60. So I think I would still kind of prefer the men's because I usually get like a little bit more for the men's, but at least this one sold, especially being a skinny jean, so I'm grateful. These I picked up based on style. I just thought they were adorable. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Is it Kunza? It's Cunzha. These were a size 8.5 and they were 3D flower ombre. They look like kind of like heeled Mary Jane wedges, almost like Jabu or Jambu. They look very much so like something that you could totally wear to like Comic-Con or like a tea party, or like if you were trying to dress up for some kind of Alice in Wonderland type of thing. I mean, you could wear them yourself like casually, but they just remind me of something really cute and dainty and anime, and they were just adorable to me, so I picked them up. And they sold for $20 and I got a payout of $16, and she said thank you, they are adorable, happy holidays. So happy holidays to her too, and yes, she's right, I agree, they're very adorable. This was cool. This was something that really got me into the holiday spirit. So this sold on the 16th. This is a new tag, Capabunga Toteable Market Tote. So it's supposed to be a tote that makes it easy for you to shop at the farmer's market without crushing your items. So they actually had like a little, like a loop for you to put flowers in, so that way it would hold your flowers. And they were like, the whole thing was like set up so there were multiple compartments and you wouldn't like crush your eggs and things like that. So just convenience. So this sold for $42 and I got a payout of $33.60. And the reason I said that it got me into the holiday spirit was because The person who purchased it, she explained to me that her mom actually wanted to send it to her brother, and she saw one in a catalog that she was going to buy, but then she saw mine online and thought that maybe her brother would like the colors on my bag more, so they decided to go with my bag. And she asked me if I could include like a holiday message or just like, happy market shopping or whatever. And I told her, I was like, okay, I can include like a holiday card, because I hadn't, usually I send out Christmas cards, and I hadn't sent any out this year. I don't know, I just didn't. So it was kind of fun writing the little message on the card and attaching it to the package like it was a Christmas gift for her. So I appreciated this sale for that. On the 16th, I sold this G-Star Raw size 31 by 32 Montac deconstruct something or other jeans. They kind of look like moto jeans, and that might be what's in the title, but they sold for $30, and I got a payout of $24. These are really cool. I've never heard of this brand before, but they did sell this. This is a new tag. Lucy and Yak extra large Billy trouser and dark olive green sold for $40, and I got a payout of $32. They got a lot of attention, and immediately when I saw them, I knew I wanted it before I even realized that it was new tags, because it just kind of looked like, well, number one, corduroy is favorable for fall and winter, and I love green. Um, I'm wearing green. Favorite color is purple, but my second favorite has got to be green. I believe they were organic cotton, and I really like those sustainable brands. So I just felt like it would be a good pickup, and $40 is a great flip. Here is an Old Navy size medium Sherpa lined denim jacket, sold for $24, and I got a payout of $19.20. Then I sold this pair of Teaks by Gabrielle, size 8. These were the obsidian black, sort of like they had a croc embossed sort of print upper. Sold for $40, and I got a payout of $32. On the 19th, I sold this Mazer Geisswein Tyrol extra large, made in Austria, pure new wool, scenic sweater. I believe it had a picture of a house and birds, and it might have been like an apple picking scene on it, but I'm not sure. It was some sort of a really detailed, pretty country scene on it, and it sold for $50, and I got a payout of $40. I sold this pair of Hiroshi Kato size 33, the pin slim crop, I believe, jeans. They did have a busted knee, like distress, one distressed knee, which is why I think these took longer to sell than the other pair. The other pair went fairly quickly, and I think for more. And I actually got an offer on this one previously, and then they canceled it because they were like, oh, I didn't notice that the knee was distressed. So we canceled it, and I relisted it, and they finally sold for $45, and I got a payout of $36. Oh, figs. I don't know how many more figs I have in my inventory. I think I'm getting to the end of them. I keep thinking that there can't be that many more because I stopped picking it up a while ago. But on the 20th, I sold this pair of figs, medium petite blue Cade cargo scrub bottom. Sold for $10, and I got a payout of $7.05. So if I paid like $4 and some change for it, then that's just enough to get my money back. This was something I got from By the Pound. This is a plush, so I'm happy about that. It's called Under the Nile Egyptian. Under the Nile is the name of the brand, and this is an Egyptian cotton lamb. It's a baby plush. It sold for $25, and I got a payout of $20. So I'm really liking selling things outside of clothing. I'm always going to love clothing, but it's nice when something other than clothing catches my eye, whether it's bedding or plush, and I just feel like I want to try it, and it works out well like that, because I believe I got that for free. I think when I was shopping at By the Pound, the cashier just threw in the plush for free because he was like, it's a stuffed animal. So, yeah, that's really good. $25 for a free stuffed animal. That's great. This is another really good sale. This is a new tag Draper James size 6 red May Love Circle asymmetrical zip dress. Sold for $85, and I got a payout of $68. I wasn't sure how well this is going to do because I'm still kind of experimenting with Draper James. I thought that maybe because it was a size 6, it might sit around, because I have a new tag size 2XL that's still sitting around, but this one went on and sold. Then we have this Dansko size 41, which is a 10.5 to 11 in US sizing. These were called the Cane Black Light something. I think they were kind of lightweight clogs, and they sold for $49, and I got a payout of $39.20. Then we have an Escada Margarita Lee or Lay size 36 black pleated midi or maxi skirt. This sold for $30 and I got a payout of $24. I was experimenting with Escada because I think it retails for a lot, but honestly, I don't think it's that good for resale. Here's another really good sale from that same Tibi collection. So this sold on the 24th. Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to me. This was a Tibi size extra large nylon pull-on full skirt in white. It sold for $187 and I got a payout of $149.60. So Tibi coming through. Then we have an Ann Taylor size 0 plaid button front skirt sold for $15 and I got a payout of $12, and that happened on Christmas. So I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, I'd be surprised if I get any sales on Christmas. And then this one came through and I was like, big or small, I don't care. I'm excited. It's like I actually got something on Christmas. You know, because you think like most people are going to be really, really busy on Christmas. But I mean, not everybody celebrates Christmas. Not everybody is doing the same things. Some people are online shopping. So you can get sales on Christmas. On the 27th, I sold this Barefoot Dream size 1X petite cozy chic ultra light pair of pants. I think this is the first time that I realized that Barefoot Dream sells other things other than just that cardigan sweater. I know they do blankets, but this person had a couple of pants in the $2 bin, and I think I left behind the other pair of pants because it had like some color transfer or staining on it, but these were okay. And so I paid $2 for them and they sold for $30 and I got a payout of $24. On the 28th, I sold these really cool Batman men's size medium Joker Hawaiian surf print. It looks like Joker is on a surfboard and he's chasing after Batman, who is also on a surfboard. So really cool, and I love the colors, like the purple and the blue. These were swim trunks for men. Sold for $30 and I got a payout of $24, and I got these out of the $2 bin. This next sale is still pending because a case was opened up for it. So this is a Everlane size small, the chunky wool cardigan, sold for $30, and I may or may not get a payout of $24. So the case was open because she claimed that the sweater was extremely, extremely shrunken. I did note in the description that I felt like it may have had some slight shrinking. It wasn't like so drastic that I felt like, oh no, this is 100% shrunk. I wouldn't have tried to sell it if that was the case. It just seemed like it was a little bit shrunk, possibly, and I couldn't even tell that. She made it sound like that this sweater totally just is gone and it's like a child size. So she opened up a case and she wants to return it. For whatever reason, Poshmark has taken a really long time to, like decide. It's like, I don't know, did you forget or something? But I said my piece in the conversation section. I just told her that, I apologize that the sweater doesn't fit you. I did mention that it might be slightly shrunken in the description, and I also provided measurements to try to help ensure the fit. So I left it at that, and whatever Poshmark decides is what they decide. Whatever they decide is what they decide. But I know that I was trying to be as transparent as possible. But everything fits differently on different people. Like I said, for me, I didn't feel like it was shrunk like that, just ever so slightly, maybe. It wasn't a thing of like, oh my God, it was not like that. Not to me anyway, but to each his own. But we'll see how it turns out. So possibly I got a $24 payout. Then we have this World Market lion knit convertible. They were like the gloves where you can turn them into mittens, and they were really cute because they had like a crochet lion on them. These were one size and they sold for $15, and I got a payout of $12, and I got these out of the $2 bin. Then I sold this pair of Abio size 7.5 tan suede leather capital clog shoes. They had like a little sweater lining around the ankle edge, which I thought was really kind of cozy for the winter. Sold for $40, and I got a payout of $32, and they were like new, so that's really cool. Okay, so that was my last sale for Poshmark. Now let's take a look at eBay. I'm so happy to be getting more sales on eBay. It's helping me out so much. So on the 4th, I sold this Ariat M5 size 31 slim stretch legacy stackable straight leg jeans for men. They sold for $49. I received order earnings of $33.84. On the 7th, I sold this Girls 7 for All Mankind size 12 Luxe Vintage the ankle split jeans. So they sold for $25, which is cool. I kind of wanted to see if I could sell, I mean, they were brand new with tags, and I was like, okay, I know usually the dojos are about the only 7 for All Mankind that sells, anymore, but I just wanted to see if they would sell, and they did. So I got order earnings of $14.70. So I made a profit off of those. Then we have on the 8th this pair of Vera Bradley size small 5'6" blue sequin owl scene bedroom slippers. They sold for $25, and I received order earnings of $15.65. On the 11th, I sold this Theory size P, which I believe equates to a US 0. This was called the Tadra Multi-Tweed 100% Wool Coat. So it was like a, I don't know, would you call it a pea coat? It wasn't double-breasted, but anyway, it sold for $125. And I received order earnings of $96.71, so awesome. On the 13th, I sold this new Attack Disney Park size medium Epcot UK Minnie Mouse Fancy Akuppa Tea hoodie. Had the back graphic of Minnie Mouse like at the cafe drinking her tea. Sold for $49. And I received order earnings of $35.24. On the 13th, yes, this was a personal win because the comps told me that maybe I should pass on this when I was in the store, but I was like, I really like it. So it just seemed like a nice men's shirt. This was a Cricket. That's the name of the brand, Cricket. Size large. It was a Pima cotton blend green long sleeve polo shirt. Sold for $30, which I think is on the higher end of what I was seeing as far as comps. And I got order earnings of $20.04. On the 17th, I sold this new Attack White House Black Market Extra Large Ultra Suede Moto Enchantress Pink Jacket. So it was faux suede. Sold for $100. And I got order earnings of $75.54. On the 20th, I sold this Alan Payne. It was a UK size medium, 42-inch chest, 100% lamb's wool, dark gray sweater. Sold for $40. And I received order earnings of $28.16. On the 21st, I sold this Maeve by Anthropologie, size 12, the Naomi Flare pants. These were kind of like a rusty brown flare pants, sold for $40. And I received order earnings of $24.44. On December 24th, so Christmas Eve, I got a really good sale. This is a new Attack Aerie Offline size medium chill side long sleeve jumpsuit, sold for $95, and I received order earnings of $75.46. So definitely keeping an eye out for certain Aerie pieces now. On the 24th also, I sold this 7 for All Mankind, the Great China Wall, size 28, faux jewel embellished jeans. These sold for $20, and I got order earnings of $10.23. So an example of something that I've had for a really long time and just wanted to move out, and cross-posting did it. So I'm going to continue to do that. And on December 31st, so from Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve, this is a vintage Big Mac JCPenney size medium tall man's plaid orange button-up shirt, flannel shirt. So when I saw it, the tag just looked really vintagey, older, kind of cool, and I really like the orange colors and everything. So I took a chance on it, and it sold for $79, and I got order earnings of $57.69. So whenever you see something that catches your attention, check the comps. Sometimes the comps are accurate and other times they're not, but if your gut is telling you that this would be a good flip, just try it. Lastly, on December 31st as well, this is a new Attack Fabletics size large black anywhere motion 365 shine all day every day pair of leggings, sold for $45, and I received order earnings of $33.22. So really nice with Aerie and Fabletics. Certain pieces, you know, they do perform well. So that was it for December. Yep. December was actually my highest selling month of the year. I think on Poshmark, it shows that it's my second highest, but I'm calculating the sales that I made on eBay, which I definitely did not make in that first month because it was closer to the beginning of 2024, and I know I wasn't cross posting or selling on eBay the way that I am now. So December I was very pleased with. I'm definitely going to continue to cross post. My goal is to be more productive in 2025. I am, bless you, I am definitely trying to sell more than I am trying to shop, because I know the fear of missing out is so strong. It's like every day is just like, oh my God, what if I'm missing something really good? But I mean, that's always going to be there. And I feel like when I get a sale now, it means more to me because I took the time to cross post it, and I probably wouldn't have gotten the sale if I didn't cross post it over to eBay, or if I hadn't have gone on and gotten it listed. That's something else that I'm finding, is that like I have a lot of things that are kind of just sitting, and then once I finally get it listed, it's out of here, and I'm like, it's money in my pocket. Why didn't I get it done sooner? It's like, oh, because I was so preoccupied with missing out on something at the thrift store, and so I was shopping more than I was being productive. Bless you. So my son is in the other room sneezing. So, anyways, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and you know, we're gonna have a great 2025. So, stay positive, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.